That's all I get for food.
Yeah, but that's about how much I spent when I was working. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I just ate out at lunch every day because I was too lazy to bring a lunch.
And I get like steak and like, I don't know, catfish sandwich.
Oh shit, that's not bad.
Horseradish. A lot of fucking fried vegetables.
Talking to the mic. You're sitting 10 feet away. You can scoot that chair up. Well, welcome back, everybody. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Gay Boys. Tyler said he's gay today.
This close?
Yeah, about that close.
That's close enough. Get a little bit closer.
Oh!
A little closer.
Deeper! Oh!
Oh, Papi.
Oh, Papi Churro!
Okay, well that bit was fun.
Yeah, welcome back. Please rate and... I'm doing it again. We're doing our plugs first. Please rate and subscribe
Lick
to
on
us
my nuts.
Don't do it.
Rate and
Lick on my nuts.
Rape and
Don't.
subscribe to us on
Rape
iTunes.
and murder Josh.
Yes.
So that I can finally get this insurance money. Up and shit. Yeah.
Tyler said if that other Tyler gets some spot over him, he was going to kill himself. And I want the other Tyler to get the spot over him. And then I'm going to be like, you said you'd do it. You said you'd do it, you pussy.
I want there to be a Tyler versus Tyler fight in a parking lot.
You just fist fight?
Just murder him so that he can't play.
I don't know about that.
That's how you do it.
That would.
Dude, I've been watching Forensic
that would
Files. I know
solve
what
it.
to do.
All right, just murder him in the parking lot, then leave him there.
Yes.
Okay.
No. My chip broke in my
Do it
hand.
in like a skin or like a airtight suit so that you can leave no evidence.
In an airtight suit.
And an
Drive-
astronaut suit.
Drive as far away as possible and dispose of it safely and securely, probably in a dumpster. Then establish an alibi.
Alibi was I had to rent the spacesuit and drive to Florida for astronaut auditions.
Oh yeah, also rent the spacesuit with cash and wear a disguise.
Using an alias name.
And do it somewhere as far away from the scene as possible again.
Of course.
The perfect murder. You heard it here first, folks.
Have you seen those people who actually like watch shows and think that they like know things more than most people?
Yeah.
One
It's
person,
everyone who watches the shows.
Yeah.
one person eating on the podcast at a time. We can't have two people chewing and one person just like, oh.
You know those stupid bitches who watch Castle and they're like, oh fuck, I can solve mysteries now.
Bitch, you ain't never seen Firefly.
Yeah, I know you watch Castle.
Of course he does.
Because it has
Nathan
the
Fillion,
yeah.
I know you love him.
Who doesn't love him?
Fucking nerd.
Have you seen him in a Santa Clarita Diet?
Have you seen him in Destiny 2?
Yeah.
No, I've heard him though. He's the reason I played that game.
Shay, if you would like to eat on air, it is now your turn.
I'm going to
Turn passes to me. Now you guys have to be funny. Tyler, don't eat on podcast at the same time as me. Alright, fine. Shay, be funny for an entire episode.
Okay.
Oh.
So, you know when you're taking a shit, and I mean it feels bad for a second, but not that bad, and then you wipe, you turn around, and holy shit, you just shit a football?
A football?
A literal football?
Like, yeah. It looks exactly like a football. In size and weight.
What, did you
And
eat
it's-
a football?
Yes. I did that 4 times yesterday.
Would you have like P.F. Chang's or what?
No.
Damn.
Let's see. I had McDonald's. I might have done it.
McDonald's always fucks my asshole.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I had the breakfast. I'm sure that's like
The
Culinary
breakfast.
inducing.
Mm-hmm. That's that shit that fucking slams my anus.
He just doesn't realize.
Hmm?
He just doesn't know.
I don't know what.
How? Nah, don't worry about it.
If you don't know, now you know.
No player, but yeah.
Need to get some Chipotle away.
I gotta
Chipotle
shave
lady?
this shit.
It gets
You got
the
what?
I gotta shave this shit.
Oh. Me?
No, I got the itchy beard.
So Josh, how do you clean the blood out of your underwear?
From my period or from when I poop?
From your poop. I mean, I'm assuming you don't have periods.
Well,
From
I
that
do.
scrotum tear you have.
I'm getting fucked in the ass. Dude, there's an episode of, I think it's Bones, where the dude's like, he has a scrotum tear. That means he got raped. And it's one of the funniest parts, because you're just like, oh boy. That happened.
Oh my.
Yeah, there are a couple of those where it's just like, no, where'd you make that jump?
Yeah, and you're like, I mean, oh, I think it was SVU. That's what it was. Law and Order SVU.
Oh, yeah?
That would make sense. Because I remember, I think it was like some dude fucked him in the ass and shoved a baseball. Like,
SVU's the one with Ice-T, right?
yeah.
That's great.
And Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah.
Gosh,
That's pleasant.
that's pleasant.
It's like one of those head scratcher things.
Yeah, scratch my head again. That felt good.
We're rubbing a pop filter on our heads for those who know what a pop filter is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For those who don't, it's popcorn.
It's pop. We're eating it after
it's
rubbing
a
it on our
filter
heads.
for popcorn.
Man, we got to start doing like a content list again because Jesus, we're grasping for straws.
I mean,
here.
it's kind of the problem for doing 2 in a day. Because it's like we already did a lot of our good bits. Because I actually had a lot of stuff prepared for the first one. And then now I'm just like...
Talk about the stuff that you didn't use.
Yeah.
I used all of it.
How?
I had 1 podcast worth of stuff.
Oh,
That's all I prepare.
well, I guess that's fair because
Plus, I
there's
know-
3 of us.
Yeah, and you cut me off all the time, so it's...
That's true. That's true. I'm trying to think of what's...
So that's why I'm just going to wave around this pop filter till the episode's over. Guys, we're sorry.
I mean, nothing interesting. I can't talk about anything that's happened in my life recently because... No, I'm trying to...
Josh's movie review corner. Go.
Black Panther was reverse racism.
Did you watch that?
No, of course not. Or to watch a movie that promotes reverse racism.
Does that mean
I'm trying to think of what I've watched recently.
it's not
though.
racist at all? It's the
I
opposite of racism.
Oh, I watched Kingdom of Heaven.
have no idea what that is.
You are a dumb bitch. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Who is it?
It's Orlando Bloom and Liam Neeson.
Oh no, fuck you.
Dude, it's an early what's that fucking director's name?
Quentin Tarantino.
No, it's not Quentin.
This sounds
M.
like
Night
a whole
Shyamalan.
bunch of really pretty dudes that Josh jerks off to.
No, it's an old movie about the Crusades.
No, it's an old
It's
movie
bad
about
fucking
how hot
ass.
fucking Orlando Bloom is.
That sounds like something Josh would jerk off to.
Oh look, his eyes, his dick.
Oh, it's one of
Dude, did you see Orlando Bloom's dick?
Yeah, I did.
It's fucking huge.
It's a great fucking movie. It's 3.5 hours long though. It's an epic. It's like this big long movie about the Crusades. It's fucking awesome. It's like Gladiator, except. And I got stoned and watched about half of it, just blasted, and it was insane. You ever see a bunch of dudes get cut into little pieces on film? It's awesome. It's incredible. And then I passed out for like 2 hours. The credits were rolling when I woke up. That's all I remember.
Did they really do it, or was it CGI?
No, it was in that. Oh.
What?
It was in that weird era.
Oh.
It was.
Oh.
We don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't a real question.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of what else I've watched recently. I watched all the Bruce Lee movies because
All of them.
why not?
Oh.
Or though I watched,
Even his secret porn stash.
I watched all of them except Fist of Fury because we already watched that one.
The Fist of Fury.
Let's see, what else have I watched recently?
Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, Tyler and I watched Jurassic World. That was fun.
We were gonna do a marathon. We watched the second one and then quit.
Yeah.
Again, like the whole thing at the beginning where the girl's like, "I love you," and he's like, "Fuck off, I'm leaving." It never got resolved. It just got like.
Oh yeah, you mean in Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you watched the Lost World.
Lost World,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. They're all the same to me. It's a Jurassic Park movie about the Lost World.
I have the other two on my Plex server if we would like to watch those, Shay. Because I know Tyler has to get up early, but Shay, if you want to stay and hang out,
No,
you know,
I gotta
maybe,
sleep like a motherfucker.
maybe fuck. You can watch Jurassic Park.
Yeah, he doesn't want to stay and get fucked by you.
Doesn't want to get dicked down.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
God.
the end of our content. It was
Okay.
it was nice, all of you who
Yeah, that was a
listened.
nice 11 minutes ish.
Yeah, we had a good run. It was like what, 13 episodes?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's a good 13. Solid 13.
I quit.
Did you hear, Shay, did you hear about what happened with Kurt Metzger over this past weekend in LA when they were out doing Skankfest?
Nope.
Skankfest?
He like,
Did you say Skankfest?
yeah, he
Really?
he and
Is
Lewis
that a
got
thing?
into it and like almost got in a fight, and security had to separate them, and he was like, Kurt Metzger's never coming on Legion of Skanks ever again. It's really interesting.
Yes, he is.
He is, because of Big J, but
Yeah.
but Kurt in this instance was being a cunt.
What did he do?
So he lit like way too early. So it was like Dave and then Lewis was hosting, and he was doing a bit in between openers.
Yeah.
And Kurt Metzger lit him super early, and Lewis was like, whatever. Kurt Metzger was next.
Yeah.
So whatever, he blew it off, and then after Kurt Metzger got off, they went to go talk, or he like followed him or whatever, and they were talking in the hallway, and he was like, yeah, it's not cool to just light me early. And Kurt just said something like, oh, what about that $100 you owe me from last Skankfest? And Lewis just Lewis,
Yeah.
and it just got turned into this big thing, and now they're like,
Yeah, of course. I don't know. I don't want to talk about comedy drama on this podcast.
I love Kurt. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Comedy drama.
Though I did rewatch him on Joe
Sorry.
Rogan, and he did kind of embarrass himself.
I think that's an
I
oxymoron.
don't know. I think he's a funny guy.
I think
he
he's
just
hilarious.
speaks a lot.
I think it was that coffee. I think that coffee fucked him up.
Yeah.
And I think you could kind of tell when he was on Joe Rogan with Owen Benjamin. You could kind of tell because he would like start going off on something on a rant, and it would start off good, and then he would just like lose it.
Yeah.
And I think it was just the coffee just fucking with his head.
Maybe. Yeah.
But it's still kind of embarrassing. I wouldn't want to do that. But I mean, I still love him. I'm not one to talk. I'm not Kurt Metzger level, so I mean, I'm not shitting on him.
Yeah.
I still think he's great.
He will find you and he will fuck you.
Yeah. He and his Jehovah's Witness buddies will all come find me and fuck me up.
He's like, oh yeah, I'll rate you, Josh.
He just rates the podcast.
This podcast sucks.
Hey, this is Kurt Metzger of Race Wars. These guys hate black people. You can you take it from me, the guy who hosts Race Wars.
The guy who invented racism.
No, Sherrod's worse.
Sherrod Smalls.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to shut up, I think.
I don't remember much of him.
I've seen him on other people's podcasts, and there's been times when he does the same thing that I think you said Kurt does.
Yeah, just kind of commandeers it. And
Yeah.
Because, the thing about the Joe Rogan podcast, this is just my thinking. Joe Rogan is such, like, an established comedian and person in general. And he's, like, made it, right? Like, Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's made it. Worry about money ever in his life.
But he works so goddamn hard.
Because he works hard, which is cool. And I think Kurt Metzger isn't at that level. I think Kurt Metzger is one of the greatest comedians out there, but I don't think he's made it like Joe Rogan has. And I don't think he has the same street cred
I think
that
he
Joe
just made
Rogan
it
has.
differently. He just, like, Rogan has made it in many different fields. But
Right. But I'm saying I just don't think Kurt Metzger has the same, like, for lack of a better term, just street cred like Joe Rogan does. But then again, most of the Joe Rogan stuff I listen to is either people I already know who like grew up with him or know a lot about him, or I've been listening to, he did several with Joey Diaz and some of Joey's Cuban friends, because Joe Rogan's Cuban and grew up in the Cuban community, and so he and Joey are doing like a bunch of stuff about the Cuban community, and I've just been listening to those where Joe is kind of like in the background. But I think with that Kurt Metzger episode, I guess in my mind I kind of just view, and this could be like a totally wrong way of looking at him, I just view Joe Rogan as having a little bit more like stature, I guess.
I view him as that, and I also view him as like, I don't know, you know, snake oil salesman.
Yeah, he is.
And kind of a sensationalist.
He is, and yeah, that's why it's kind of tough for me to say that, because Joe Rogan's also get a little bit slimy. He's mostly on the right track, but there are a lot of things that he believes that you'll hear him talk about, and you'll just be like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
But
at the same times, he'll be talking about like what, hunting his own food and that kind of shit.
Right,
like,
right.
Okay, that's like a sustainable argument to vegetarianism. And
right. But that episode I think was just
Does
embarrassing.
he make his own clothes too?
Probably.
No,
That's the only way to justify hunting.
yeah, he works hard like a motherfucker.
I think the thing that made me put off by Kurt's on that podcast was I just think that a lot of it was he just kept cutting Joe Rogan off. And I get it if he's cutting Owen Benjamin off, because Owen's definitely not at Kurt's level. I mean, I think he's going to get there, and I think Owen Benjamin's going to do great, and I hope he does. But I don't think he's at Kurt's kind of same cred.
Yeah.
And so I get it if he cuts him off, if Kurt cuts off Owen, there might be some kind of like respect thing going on there, something that I don't understand. But when it's something where it seems like he's just cutting off someone who I already think is above him, I'm kind of like, even if I am a person off, because if I'm wrong, that means they're on the same level, which means they shouldn't be cutting each other off.
Cut people off. That's just shitty.
Yeah, especially on like an audio broadcasting thing, like with Joe Rogan. I don't know. I just think Joe's got a lot of cred, and I don't think people should just be willy-nilly cutting him
Just
off.
like Mr. Joe.
Just like Mr. Rogan.
I just like to joke.
He had one. The one that I watched most recently was Joey Diaz and TJ English, who has written 2 or 3 outstanding books on the Cuban Mafia.
Yeah.
And it's badass. And so they all came on Joe's podcast and just talked crazy mafia shit for like 2.5, 3 hours. And I was like, I'm nutting. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Shit was bananas.
When are you gonna write your book, Josh?
I don't know, dude. I've been thinking about it.
What's it called again?
These nuts don't lie.
About how he pulls pranks on his male friends.
By fucking them in the ass.
It's called I'm Fired Again.
I'm fired again.
It's called Hey, Can You Buy Me McDonald's?
I haven't gotten fired in a real long time, though.
Womp
let's see.
womp.
Other names for Josh's book.
How to not be gay, unless you choose to.
No, that's your book, Tyler. I don't want to steal your book's name.
Loving
2.
the Worst Need for Speed. A drama.
Yeah.
Payback?
A drama.
It's a great game.
It was a terrible game.
No, it was great.
It's a terrible game.
It's a great game.
I don't even play the games. I know that was the worst.
No, it was a great game.
They got
It
the
was actually
lowest
built
ratings,
really well.
and people don't like it, and the
Yeah,
graphics
people are
suck.
dumb.
It's really, really bad.
No, it's
Pay to play.
not pay to play.
Wait, am I mixing it with World of
League
Warcraft?
of Legends? Oh.
I don't play League of Legends.
I mean, I know you used to.
No, I never did.
Oh, well, I know someone in your house
I don't
does.
I don't even know how that game works. Like, I don't know, like, if it's a
You're
sci-fi
trying
game.
so hard to deny it.
No, I don't know if it's a sci-fi game or a
he's
fantasy game.
definitely played it.
I literally know nothing about it.
He's ranked, dude.
I really don't. Like, I asked my roommate to explain it to me, and I'm like, that makes
It
no
was a
fucking
joke.
sense.
Why are you defending it
No,
so
no, but I
hard?
don't.
You're
I
a
don't.
Counter-Strike fag, aren't you?
No,
Oh, he is.
I don't.
He hops on every night and plays CSGO.
Serious.
Dude, 360 no scope, bitch.
Stop camping, faggot.
Double headshot.
You fucking idiot. What, buddy? What are you looking at me like that for? Fucking jackass.
I'm not
He's
good
so
with
cute, though.
mouses either, dude. I've been using a trackpad for so long.
You're dumb. Mouses are the best.
Mice?
Meese.
Mices?
Meeson.
Mouses are the best.
Myson.
Mices. I'm gonna start saying mouses and mices. Just to piss people off. Yeah, dude, I have a few mices back at my house if you need an extra one.
A lot of mousin broke into my house.
Dude, I have like 4 mouses.
Oh, I do like the LED lights on that one though.
That's a great mouse. It's got 5 DPI settings. It's got all the extra buttons. It's a great mouse. And it's like laser or whatever, so it's like super on point. And
Does
accurate.
DPI stand for like double penetration and
It stands for dicks per
Dots per inch.
dots per inch.
Oh.
Dicks per
inch?
Yep.
Dicks per iguana.
Oh, okay.
Dicks per incest.
Okay, that's a good one. Finally, good job. I'm proud of you.
Sorry, for all of you who didn't know, I wasn't feeling too good, so I've just been sitting back.
Dicks per.
I'll snipe occasionally.
Dicks per
We
ingot.
poisoned him.
We poisoned Tyler.
I feel like I've been poisoned.
We're gonna throw you in the wood chipper.
The wood chipper. Oh, again.
Again.
Again. I just got over all the band-aids from last time. It's not a good wood chipper they have. It's more like, I'd say, like a paper shredder.
A Schraper petter.
We're just trying to push your head in the paper shredder.
Like, guys, it doesn't even fit. You're hurting me.
Please
Cut
stop.
you in strips.
Please stop.
My hair's not even long enough to get caught in there, guys. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I also watched Daredevil season 2 again recently, and it was so good.
And The Punisher, I heard.
And the Punisher was real good.
It sucks.
No, it doesn't suck.
It sucks dicks.
It's the one that I think Shay would like.
Sucks big,
Quit
meaty
trying to get
black
Rob to
dicks.
like you.
I just like Daredevil season. I
Quit
just
trying to
like
get
all the
Rob to
TV
like
shows.
you.
It sucks.
That's Shay, dude. Shay wants to
Tiny
fuck
little
Rob.
Indian dicks.
Shay doesn't want to fuck Rob.
Yeah, he does.
Shake just wants Rob as his daddy.
Shay's just looking for an actual father figure.
He
in
wants
his
the
life.
father figure, and he pointing look just, that's
Hits
what a father
home.
should
It
be.
hits home for him, man.
To him, that's all he knows of a father is just a constant disappointment.
Disappointment.
And he's like,
distrust.
finally, I found another man I can look up to who would just be disappointed by me continuously.
Just like the rest of my family.
Aww.
Aw.
Dude, I love being the failure cousin. Like, all of my cousins are just like, oh yeah, I make like 6 figures already, and I'm 25, and I'm at 21, and I'm just like, what's up, dude? Yeah, man. I've got one cousin who like who makes very little money. All of the rest are just like high rollers and shit.
Yeah.
Or they went to college and like are doing doctorate papers and stuff. Yeah. And I'm just over here like, yeah, dude, I think I'm gonna like fucking do like audio engineering or something, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
I'm not the fuck up cousin, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I have to hit pretty hard rock bottom to be the bottom in my one side of the family at least. On the other side of the family, I'm just the youngest, so I get like a couple extra years.
Yeah, to be fair, I am way younger than all. I think the closest cousin to me is 25.
Yeah.
And then the next one is 28, the next one is 31, and then the next one is 34. Like, they're all in their 30s. So they are 10 or 15 years older than me, so...
Mine are weird, because I've got 2 that are like 10 and like 7 years older than me. 2 are like 10 and 7 years younger than me. And then 1 that's my age.
So you're kind of just smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
We had my parents' kids. When my parents became godparents, the family. It's this big. Long story short, they ended up having
they reached the deity level.
Yeah, they ended up having a ton of kids, and my parents became the godfathers of all of them. And they had one girl who was my age, and I was like, damn, I want. And I was real young, so I was like, damn, I want to fuck this bitch.
Dude.
But she's my god sister.
Dude.
Are we related?
No blood.
Dude.
What?
Dude.
I
you
honestly
fuck your god sister. She was real hot, dude.
if I
she was
had,
like a bombshell blonde. Oh, it was lit.
I'm just saying, if I had kids, I would make the.
I'd fuck my friend's god sister.
I'd
We're
make.
not blood related.
It's not really that weird.
Yeah.
No, because my parents didn't become their godparents until after she and I had kind of grown up a little bit.
It's just like their parents are friends.
Yeah.
I
Our
guess-
parents are really good friends. That doesn't mean we have to be really good
So what
friends.
do you look like now?
I don't know, dude. I haven't kept up with her.
But if I had kids, I'd make.
I am kind of curious, though.
I'd make my friends refer to their.
Let's call her on the podcast.
Yeah, let's get her on the pod. I'll fly her out, dude.
I'd make my
Show
friends
me your
out Zeus'
pussy
parents.
for the first time ever on the pod.
I've never seen a pussy before. Let me see it.
That might work.
We're like family. It's not like I'm trying to fuck you. I just want to see it. You know, it's anatomical, please.
I saw that video.
Wow, chicken wow wow. Let's see if she's.
Boom, boom.
This is
Oh, I
a,
spelled her name wrong,
is this a
dude.
porn you're watching?
Boom,
I think
boom.
she might have got ugly.
I had it. I had it for the first one. Ha.
Damn, dude.
Boom, boom.
Day bow bow.
That ended quick.
The way I'm saying it is correct.
She's obviously the younger one.
Um,
I can't tell if she got uglier or hotter or
Dude,
stayed the
Red
same.
or
The younger one.
she looks like she sucks dicks in
This
church
one.
pews.
This side.
yeah.
She is. She's one of those. She became like one of those hardcore religious people.
Oh,
Yeah, but you know.
that's how you protect yourself when you're that hot.
She looks like she heads a youth group, cleans up the
She
chairs,
definitely
hops in her
does.
boyfriend's car, and goes to fuck on top in the park.
She's definitely not fucking. That's for sure. If I know anything about that family, it's that no one in that family fucks. Not the married people, not the single people. No one in that family fucks.
I think mom's getting fucked,
No, dude, she's kind of.
or she's about to.
Oh shit!
I'm done.
She just walks in. You like hogs? I got a big one.
Cause Buddy's got a huge dick.
Yeah, dude, Tyler, I don't know if I told you about that, but me and Shay were hanging out a couple weeks ago, and I was walking Buddy, and he, like, stopped to pee, and Shay just starts, like, crying, laughing, and I'm like, what? And he just goes, dude, Buddy's got a huge hog. And I just looked at him, and I looked at the dog, and I just started dying. It was so great.
He's a
It
red rocket, dude.
was beautiful.
Proportionally, it's massive.
Yeah, it was like half the size of his body.
Yeah, I guess proportionally, everything's big to him. Poor little. He's so cute. Little good boy. Yeah. Well, every time I take him to the vet, they're always like, when they're talking to him, they'll be like, all right. They'll like hand me the leash and go, all right, Papa's gonna take you home now. And I'm like, please don't call me that.
He refers to me as Pappy.
He refers to me as Poppy. But no,
You just lean into it
my
and
old
make sexual noises as you kiss
No,
your
but
dog.
the
and let him
funny
lick your
thing-
mouth.
You pick him up and just start.
making out with him.
Yeah, just start licking him while he licks you. Just like.
Just touching his dick with one hand, holding him and licking
Yeah,
him.
jerk him off right there.
Look, I'm trying.
As the lady's handing him to me, just start jerking him. Yeah, come to Papa.
You gotta lean into it first. Give him some foreplay.
Yeah. But do it all in the office right in front of
Give him
him.
ass scratches as you let him lick your mouth.
Yeah.
And then slowly move to his belly. And then start jerking him off right there.
Right there.
Oh, that was real funny.
He likes it.
It feels good. It's funny though, cause the
He does the same for me at night, so I think it's just fair.
yeah, exactly.
I wanted to make him enjoy going to the vet.
Oh man, it's funny though because the receptionist for my old vet was super hot. So the couple of times she did go to Papa, I always just wanted to be like, oh no, you can call me Papi. Just really creepily like.
Dude,
Oh.
You just
Then
whip
she
it
got
out.
pregnant. Dude, and I was like, damn, she's so much hotter. When her titties got bigger. I mean, so did her belly, but
But
if you
she's
can look
pregnant.
past that. You can't touch a baby with your dick if you're fucking a pregnant woman. That's just
You
a
can.
misconception.
It reaches down and grabs it.
Oh, it reaches down and sucks it.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man, but your baby has internal head syndrome. He just constantly is sucking on anything that comes to that vagina.
Dude, you just fuck the soft spot in its head.
Comes out as a mushroom-shaped head.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to abort because your husband fucked the skull of your baby into it.
Because your massive dent the size of the baby's head in its skull.
I quit.
It's just some pregnant
like
porn
a
star.
Bowl now.
I quit.
You can fucking eat soup out of it with a soup spoon.
I quit.
You can still give birth to him, but only if you call him Bullhead.
We'll let you give birth to him only if you donate his body for science. And by science, I mean eating my lunch out of him every day.
It's kind of like those African tribes that like stretch their heads out.
Or the old Egyptian ones that like stretch their necks and they're like...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was a great riff.
So that was fun.
That was a good riff. Tyler's just been eating and laughing the whole time.
Really callous. I kind of feel bad about that joke, actually.
Who cares?
I quit.
Tyler quit. I quit. Oh, now it's just Shay. Ha,
No,
you
it's
have to
just
continue
me.
by yourself.
Okay.
Shay, let's
So-
see how you do solo.
He's doing great so far, that's for sure.
I like the setup of this.
Alright, that's real. That's a good setup. Now, where's the punch?
He's just staring off and smiling. It's even better. Like, okay.
My pussy's wet.
You won the award, funniest in the podcast.
Yay.
I was looking at these video cameras that are like super high quality but like super cheap because they're like these small like just tiny little things that have like no storage. And like for a reasonable amount of money you can get one and upgrade the storage, like put a bigger SD card in or something.
Yeah.
For like $60 or $80.
For like 60
And
or
it's
80
like
bucks.
1080p, like super high resolution.
1080p
And I've been looking at them because I kind of want to get one for the podcast. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
for the podcast.
But I also, if we were gonna film anything, I'd want to actually build my gobos first. That way we look.
we should just get casitas.
Hey, in my new apartment, if it's
Why don't you glue the books together upright?
No, because then I can't read them.
You
Why
can.
don't we just send all of our listeners $3?
But in the new apartment, everything's gonna be like way smaller. So I'm still gonna have kind of the same layout where it's like living room and then across the hall, or either across the hall this way or down the hall that way. There's like a little desk area, except it's gonna be super close. And because these cables are so long, I measured it out for most of the apartments that I'm looking at.
That's what I want.
Because
I
it's
wanna be
gonna be
lazy.
so much closer.
You should just have a computer instead of a TV in your living room.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
You should just wire them all up, put the TV in the middle, and have a badass racing computer.
Yeah.
Well, what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna look for like
Have the two mini screens on the side of the
Yeah,
TV,
exactly.
the TV being your main screen.
Well,
If you turn them sideways, I bet they have the same height as the...
Well, I was
TV.
gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
no,
gonna get-
fuck your plan. We're doing
Okay.
this one.
Dude, we just came up with the best
Yeah, we
idea.
well, dude, we got this.
You just need to buy one of those cool driving wheels.
Wheels for like
Yeah.
$500.
No, just buy a cheap knockoff one, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm getting a racing wheel, I'm going all out. I'm getting a gear
$25.
shifter. No, dude. I'm
No,
going
take
all
one out of a car and wire it yourself.
Oh yeah, I could do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you are an electrician after all.
Yeah, or it was.
You were.
You should know enough to do that, and then 2 more times so you can sell them to make the money for it.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep all the furniture I have when I first move in, and then slowly kind of trade out pieces of furniture. And what I'm gonna do is, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get a desk that's an L shape, and basically make that, like the TV stand.
Or if you can
And
just
I'll-
get a ton more of these and then just have it wrap an area.
Yeah, I could get like another one of these and or something like that, because I kind of want it like to L so that the TV can be straight on, and then I can have the TV like behind me if I'm sitting at the
Or
keyboard.
having an awkwardly high table so we could just sit at it.
I mean, I've been thinking about that, getting like that outside table. I've
Yeah.
been kind of thinking about getting something like that. And
I say you only get get furniture made out of cardboard.
Yeah. Well, I
and
agree with
things
this.
that you can pull off of like street signs and parking attendants.
Oh, okay.
There-
I think my new
The
apartment.
people parking attendants, like the parking attendants.
Yes. If you can pull something that can make furniture off of the parking attendants, you can make it out of it.
Why am I
But
just
anything else, you can't buy furniture. That's bullshit.
Well, what I think
You gotta go full hipster.
I don't
dude,
think I'm
dude,
gonna-
get one of
With
those
that
like
hair,
those.
those glasses.
I know.
with that
Have you
personality,
looked in a
with
mirror and
that
just not
dog, with that car, with that guitar, with those bands,
with that
those
computer,
bands.
with those shoes, with that Keystone addiction?
with that television? Yeah, that's it.
I feel like he's gonna start drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon at some point, and just make the full conversion.
So I think what I'm gonna do.
He has been.
He has been. Oh my god.
Well,
He.
exclusively.
Oh my god. So he's that hipster.
I brought Shiner over.
He's
and
like, hey, you
refused
don't
to
like
drink
it.
it because he wanted his PBR.
I want my PBR.
Did I really?
Yeah.
It's not as surprised me. What I think I'm gonna
The
do.
second time,
It's so
Jordan
painful.
Dove into it, and then you did. But
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do with the new apartment is most of the ones that I've been looking at have a storage space, so I'm gonna leave the chairs and the balcony table like in the storage space, and we're gonna bring that inside. I'm gonna clean it off and everything, and we're gonna bring it inside and use that to record.
Just have it as your dinner
and put
table.
this in the fucking storage and shit.
I
Because
say
this table is just too low.
we bolt chairs to the ceiling, and we put harnesses in them, and then we only record from
Upside
down.
down.
Yeah.
All right. One of the places I'm looking at has vaulted ceilings, so we could do it.
Let's do it.
I'm down. Record
go.
upside down.
The only
I have to
upside down
pee.
podcast.
I have to pee,
Like
so
vampires.
we're gonna take a break.
No,
All
fuck
the
you.
blood
We're
would
keep
rush to our
going.
heads and we just get
Okay.
fucked up.
We're going forever. Fuck you, Josh.
And bye.
Oh. But it's just like right in front of this lady, like on national TV.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. That was a nice little break, though. I enjoyed that little break that we just had.
This is nice.
Have you ever come here and not taken a shit?
No.
Yeah, several times.
I don't believe you.
I just go pee a lot, dude.
Guys, I got beer on the pop filter. Is that bad?
Guys, I pissed on the pop filter.
Guys, I pissed in Tyler's mouth.
Guys,
I got beer on my penis.
I jerked off on the pop filter.
Oh.
Somebody suck it off.
Wait, buddy?
No, the beer on my penis.
Yeah, buddy.
Buddy's got you.
Buddy's an alcohol.
Yeah, he's used to it.
Buddy only sucks with his asshole though.
What?
No.
He just sucks in his ass. Like
No.
it's like a vacuum.
The eternal wiener vacuum.
That's why that's why they're so long. Just a bunch of tubing. It's like all coiled up to fit all the shit that they can suck in with their asshole. I could just use him as a vacuum extension. I could stick his nose in like the vacuum, like the hose, and then just like.
That was just the reverse discharge when he dropped a fat fart when he was watching TV.
Dude, he'll rip ass. There'll be times I'll just be sitting here and I'll just hear, like, buddy! What? Because it'll just be me and him, and I know it didn't come out of my ass.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dog
weird
lives
ass
well.
dog.
He's a fat fucking dog.
He's so fat, but he's so adorable and he's so sweet. Oh, you're a good boy. Look at him, he's looking at us. He's like, I know y'all talking about me, bitch.
Hey, buddy.
Watch
Fuck
your
you.
mouth. Get
You.
Get my name out your mouth.
Lick on these nuts, buddy.
He will. He will. That's not a threat to him.
No, not these nuts.
D's nuts.
Talking about my nuts. My pussy. My crack. I can't remember the actual lyrics. My neck. My back.
Lick
My pussy and my crack. I can't believe we actually listened to that whole song.
In the hood.
Fucking good. That one prostitute was kind of attractive, dude. The first one we saw, she was
first one.
kind of hot. The others were, wow. They were,
We didn't see any of the fat prostitutes who are really, really funny.
oh man. The ones we did see, though, were something else. God damn.
Yeah.
Those are the crack whore. That was
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
it's
saw a
not
bunch of crack whores.
That was cool.
Those are the best. They'll suck your dick for like $1.
Yeah, but they'll also turn you into a vampire.
Yeah, or give you HIV. Fucking AIDS or some shit.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All AIDS
you live
people
on
are-
blood to survive.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Oh,
I see where it's going.
That was pretty clever.
Damn, dude, I should have peed on break.
Well, you should just pee on Buddy.
Yeah, Break doesn't like it when you pee on him.
I'm sorry, break. Oh, man.
Thanks, dad jokes.
Dadjokes.com. Daddicks.com. Your favorite porn site.
Do people still make Penn State jokes?
You mean Penis Island jokes?
No, Penn State.
Yeah, the murder at Penn State.
No, it was
What?
It was like letting the.
That's-
Oh, how
Some weird
sick!
shit.
Yeah,
Sick!
yeah, that's a different thing. I'm thinking of what's that?
We are Marshall.
What's that murder on the East Coast? It's
What? There's been a lot of murders on the East Coast. I just
Yeah,
want to
that-
throw that out
it was,
there.
It was at a school. It was
And there's still, you're not narrowing it down by much.
whatever. Fuck it. What are we talking about? What are we talking about the rape at Penn State with the football players?
Yeah.
Why are we bringing it up?
I just wondered if it was still okay to make jokes about that.
Do you have a joke about it?
No, I was just curious.
I mean, I think it's a little outdated.
Like what the people in the
I bet
Penn
that
State
won't stop
football team
somebody
say.
from doing it.
Oh.
I mean, I still make Columbine jokes.
It's
No, you don't.
old, dude.
I don't. Not very often. I've made a couple recently. That's why I say that. And it's
You make
like
9/11 jokes.
I make a lot of 9/11 jokes. I'm down. I'm here for them 9/11 jokes, bro. Bush did it, dog.
I mean,
Nah, dude, 9/11 was fake. It never happened.
Bush faked it.
Just like
Bitch
the
is
moon
blowing
landing.
up my phone.
just like the moon landing.
Just like the Titanic, bitch.
Bush faked the Titanic.
I heard the moon landing was staged, but they were so perfection on it, they filmed it in location.
I heard the moon was staged.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Was it really? Was it JFK or was
Is
it
it just
Bush?
like a light bulb?
dude. It was the fucking Russians.
It was the Russians.
Oh!
It would be the Russians.
My pussy. That's all I can think of right now. It's just stuck in my head. That and I'm looking at Buddy trying to see what he's doing.
What you doing,
Trying to
buddy?
lick that puss.
He's just trying to get some pussy, baby.
That
Trying to
mermaid
get all
puss.
in that.
That fucking car, I would like never put Buddy. If I owned that Rolls Royce, I would never put Buddy in that car.
You'd have
I'd be like, you're staying home forever now.
no, you'd have some sort of
You do put it in
leather.
your car because it's a piece of shit, and I can't put my feet on the ground because it's full of trash. It's not a piece of shit, but you treat it like
I've
a piece
treated
of shit.
it like a yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah, dude, get your shit together.
I mean, I'm gonna clean it out eventually. I'm just lazy.
That's what
Maybe
hoarders
this
say.
weekend.
Josh, you have a hoarding problem. We're gonna have you on that
Hoarding.
reality
You
TV
have a
show.
whoring problem.
Oh, that's a problem
Yeah,
I'd like to have.
I thought
Too
it was
much
weird
pussy?
when
Bro,
we
you've been whoring yourself out.
drove up to the
Give out
hookers.
that
Getting
pussy
put
for
on the stroll.
for free.
I thought it was weird when we were
Dirty ass.
driving
Free
around the
stroll.
ghetto. He's leaning out the window like, "Hey guys, can I work down here? Anyone know a pimp? Good pimp."
Anyone know where the Home Depot is? I want to stand outside.
Hola, no hablo
I know
inglés.
electrician work.
Yeah, zip
Yeah.
boom. Let's go.
I will work on your house for $6 and
Get a coke.
And a coca.
uno Coca-Cola, por favor.
Oh man.
That's the life, man.
Living at Home Depots.
Yeah.
Do you not?
Yes.
Oh.
What?
What?
Tyler, what does your
dad?
Tyler? What does your shirt say? Above and beyond.
Because
Is that a Buzz Lightyear
he
fucking
is Buzz
t-shirt?
Lightyear.
Oh.
No, that's to infinity and beyond.
he's Tyler Lightyear.
He's Tim Allen.
Above and beyond is a British group that I went and saw their concert.
You fucking
last month.
weirdo. No one wears band shirts anymore. I looked down to check to make
Infinity
sure.
and
Yeah.
beyond.
Above and Beyond. It's actually a really
Infinity
fucking good show.
and beyond,
When they
bro.
came to Houston, they draw a huge crowd too.
Is it EDM?
Yeah,
That's gay.
but they write everything live.
He's taking a dick at EDM shows. Tyler goes to get that good dick.
They write all their shit like live and acoustic, and then they turn it into like EDM.
I watched Juicy J pull a good crowd, so I'm not surprised by anything anymore.
These guys are huge. They are the second biggest trance label.
Trans label?
And the first biggest.
Flostradamus pull a bigger crowd.
Above and beyond, or not above. Armin, the first biggest label, they have like concerts with like 100,000 people in them.
I saw ASAP.
Nice.
We were listening to him on the way home.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. I like. It's
just a genre that's not as popular here, but it's popular around the world.
It's hugely popular here. You're crazy.
What?
EDM?
Yeah.
EDM is hugely popular.
I meant here in this room.
Oh.
Jackasses.
Oh.
I tried to get into it. I feel like I'm a bitch when I listen to EDM.
Yeah, you have to push through that feeling.
It annoys me. It just annoys me. It gives me a headache.
Yeah, you have to push. Oh yeah, you have to know what the good stuff is.
Right. That's
and
what it is.
If you don't know what the good stuff is, then you're just listening to garbage.
Yeah.
Because anyone can do it. So like any like Joe Smo with a computer is like, I'm gonna make EDM, and then you're like, no, that's just garbage. But when you find good shit, like highly produced shit, you're like, oh my god, this is a legitimate song. Like it's a production. It's not even a song anymore.
I had a friend, I think sophomore year, who started getting like MIDI controllers and started trying to be a DJ.
Got into dabs and Zans.
Yeah, but he also was like held back a year in school, and he had nipples that looked like torpedoes. And he's just really fucking stupid.
The other problem with the EDM
and now
is
he's still like a DJ, but like he even like asked me once. He was like, "Yeah, dude, you know what BPM is, right?" And I'm like, yeah, beats per minute. He's like, "I don't know about that. I just know it's speed."
Nice, bro.
Well, that's the other problem with EDM is like a lot of people that listen to it are tools. Not everyone. There's a huge crowd that aren't, but especially like in America, like there's a lot of tools that just like kind of perpetuate this myth that's just like you have to be like some sort of meathead.
Yeah.
But like the famous ones, the artists that come from, especially overseas, but even in here too, like even in Los Angeles, like they're like trained and know music better than like classical musicians. You're like, the fuck? They'll listen to something already like, oh man, that's an F sharp. I want to use that. And you're just like, the fuck?
Well, like, even like I've heard shit like about how Kid Rock will talk your ear off about the origins of jazz and how it progressed throughout the world.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's Kid Rock.
It's fucking Kid Rock.
You know the
but he knows it.
Out.
Yeah, but you know you got to know your shit if you're gonna make money. Even if you're just gonna be like, fucking like cliche or doing pop music. Like, like the people who write pop music songs, if it's not the person who's performing it, like, but they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And
Hans Zimmer is a fucking beast. Mm-hmm. And Hans Zimmer performed at an EDM festival.
Yeah, at Coachella.
Yeah, it was like, that was the weirdest thing I ever watched, but it was pretty cool.
It was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine a ton of people just drugged out.
Yeah, just listening to Pirates of the Caribbean and fucking Gladiator and shit like that. And they have the new, they're doing the new,
Josh just broke his... We're gonna have to kill him, just like a horse.
We'll just shoot him.
Shoot him right between the eyes, dude.
I thought you
it's
like
the easiest option.
I thought you were just supposed to have him bleed out, like you shoot them in the side and just wait.
We shoot him in between the eyes. We bleed him out in the bathtub, and then we sell him to a glue factory.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
They grind up his bones, just like a horse,
and glue him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's not murder because
it's a Jello factory, dude. We're gonna
turn me into glue, dude.
We're gonna make so much money.
No gluten.
We'll
no gluten.
We'll turn you into Jello, and then we'll eat you. And,
That was really good, Shay. That was really good. You have to give Tyler that one. That was really good. No, just turn me into glue. No, gluten. Oh, that was pretty good.
It's evil, man.
That took me 4 minutes.
Yep.
To pee?
And put all my laundry over in the dryer.
Oh, that's what was happening. We just thought you were like jerking it.
No, I was
we heard this
moving my
sound
laundry
like...
over.
The average mammal pees for just around 30 seconds, no matter what.
Huh.
Interesting.
Like maybe that's the only pressure, the amount of pressure that's built up.
Yeah.
That's the only amount that mammals have, and it just releases.
Yeah. I mean, there are, like, abnormalities to the
See, I got it.
form, like when you hold it in forever, but for the most part, if you piss normally, it's roughly around 30 seconds.
You know, that I got spoiled by when I was on the swim team. I would just pee in the pool, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Like, while you're swimming. So you got used to just being able to pee anywhere. So I have to remind myself not to pee whenever I'm just sitting in a room, you know?
Whenever I was on the swim team, I'd get boners, and then I'd cramp up, and they'd be like, you gotta walk around the pool to relieve the cramp.
I can't.
I'm like, I can't right now. Like,
Oh
do
my
it.
god, dude! I just googled, dude. I just googled
I'm the guy
mammal.
with the boner. Fucking yeah. What up? What's up?
I just googled mammal who pees the most. And the first thing that came up says, I shit you not, word for word. A beagle will pee for about as long as a rhino, a racehorse, or any other large mammal. An elephant's bladder can hold nearly 5 gallons of fluid, and yet it can pee just as quickly as a cat. A new study reveals that most mammals larger than rats urinate for about the same time, 21 seconds. So mammals larger than rats go for 21 seconds. So
It's about 30 seconds.
But
that's about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You would round up. Because no one says
Only assholes say 21 seconds. You gotta be like super specific, like what a cunt. 21 seconds. No, fuck you, 30.
yeah, fucking purist.
Yeah.
my car puts out 100.
We all know what you mean.
Horsepower.
No, it's 140, you bitch.
148.69.
It's a 2.7 no, it's a fucking 2 liter.
Dude, my car's horsepower, I have 420.69 horsepower under this hood,
No,
baby.
No, you don't. No, you
Blaze
don't.
it.
No, you don't.
How much horsepower do I have?
2.
Mr. I know about cars.
3.
In an Eclipse?
Yeah.
What year?
07.
It's a
4-cylinder.
4-cylinder
2.7 liter.
2. I bet it's weird. I bet you put out something close to, like, on the higher end of the 100 spectrum, like
The 100 spectrum.
maybe 160.
That's not a good.
Maybe 170.
If I could spell eclipse right,
CLUP
Horse.
epsilon neps crifty.
I bet it's gonna do more than the Civic, but it's also much heavier.
Yeah, it is much heavier.
Yeah.
You haven't driven one, have you?
No.
Yeah,
That
dude,
is
and the
such a
turning
huge
radius
gap.
sucks. What is it?
No, I'm not even gonna say it because it's like.
Did I go too
you
high?
said 2.4, right? 2.4 liter.
2.7.
Jesus. So then you're getting
I'm pretty sure it's the 2.7.
fucking Spider GT.
That's the same car.
Oh, okay.
Spiders are
Well, the
Eclipses.
2.4 liter gets 162 horsepower.
Okay, that was close.
But
So he probably gets 175 horsepower.
I was right.
How much
Yeah.
did you say?
I
upper
said between
hundreds.
160, 170.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Spider, it was the hatch, or the one with the sunroof.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same exact car. And then when they did the new version, the new Eclipse, they made a Spider as
Everyone fucking uses Spider, and so I forget which one's which. I thought you were talking about the Alfa Romeo Spider for a second.
Let's play.
well. Oh, no.
I was like, what the fuck? This is the weirdest collaboration I ever missed.
Let's try
You
this.
didn't know, bro?
Let's play this game on the
Mitsubishi and Alfa
podcast.
Romeo.
Fucking,
How much horsepower?
Dude, they have a very good relationship.
How much horsepower does a 2006 Volvo S60 get?
oh fuck, it's ridiculous. Those things put out. They're just super efficient. I'm gonna go 230.
How dumb would it be to replace my Mitsubishi logo with Triforce?
No, wait, it's a V8, right?
I don't know.
Would you make fun of me?
I think it's a V8. I'm gonna go higher than that. I'm gonna go 250.
250.
Is that your final answer?
How bad
Yeah.
would it be?
It's 300. Even.
Oh, nice. That's pretty close.
Those things are fucking awesome. That's the car that my mom has, and she drives it like a fucking grandma.
Yeah, everyone does, cause they'll last forever.
I know, it's 12 years old, and it's like the same as when she bought it.
Yeah, you change the oil and that's it.
But dude, 300 horsepower? Bro, you know what you could do with that? Oh, I would have had so much fun with that
You
car.
can drive that car into a wall and it'll save you.
Yeah, you could drive that car head on to an 18-wheeler and you would live.
I want to get a Volvo before they fucking switch to only electric. That'd be cool.
Volvos are cool, dude. The Polestar's really cool.
What if they made a Tesla style electric?
I mean, they probably will, but I don't want to be searching for fucking electrical points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just plug it
I
in.
don't want to have... Like, I drive
I park
a
it.
significant amount.
I park my Tesla there, and I get an extension cord, and I just throw it over the balcony. And no one would complain if there's a Tesla parked in their spot.
Yeah, dude, the S60 Polestar gets 360 horsepower. And that's, like, without mods or anything. It can get up there. It's a cool little car. I think that might be the car I want.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it is, though.
How long do they take to charge?
I think people say something like 3 hours, actually.
That's fucking cool. Those Teslas that we were looking at?
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
And how long do they go for?
Probably like 250 miles.
Fuck, I have no idea.
It's probably like something decent, but like if you wanted to do a cross road or
Yeah,
cross country.
I mean,
What
you might be
Tesla
able
was
to
it?
do it if you like mapped it out perfectly to every like
Stopping and charging point.
charging point.
What-
and then you
what
have to stop
Tesla was
there
it?
And, like chill out there for a couple hours.
Which is kind of cool.
I mean, the fastest Tesla they have is the P85 SD.
Is that the one you want me to look up the fucking...
Yeah,
Or
go
we-
for it.
Or are we
Or-
talking about the one that we were just watching?
No, let's go for the one that you'd want.
yeah,
The one that drives itself, the one that has the 0 to 60 time of 4.06 seconds. Yeah, the one that is just a fucking car killer.
This is interesting. 200 miles.
200 miles.
Oh.
Huh.
But that's the Tesla Model S. They offer 200 miles.
Okay.
So I'm assuming the P offers some, I guess, more.
Well, I
but
thought
it
was
won't.
the
It doesn't
S-
say right here.
No, I think it's the S85D.
Hold on, I can.
Because they have different trim levels, and the top one is the only one that does all the cool shit.
Yeah. I looked them up when they were just coming out,
Yeah.
but I hadn't explored much beyond that. I heard Mercedes made like a hybrid that was pretty decent.
Mercedes made some cool things. I don't know much about what they've been putting out recently. I mean, I know AMG just put out another. I think it's an S55.
Because like a Mercedes,
63
or 550. Sorry.
63S Coupe is what they just put out.
What is it?
They're putting out more C-Class coupes.
I
They're-
really like the BMW M1. If we're talking about weird hybrid supercars.
What is Tyler? Tyler, what are you
Why?
doing?
they're full.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they Mercedes isn't doing much.
Yeah, I guess.
I like BMWs. I like the M3s, the M5s. I just really think that BMWs look nice, but
Yeah.
it's kind of how I feel about Audis. They're nice cars, but they're not supercars, and they're not,
I really like the idea
JDM.
of doing, what is it? A BMW 335i S54 swap. That's the engine that's used in the better M3.
Oh.
And it's the same body type as the M3, and it's got the same motor mounts and ECU hookup.
Do we just become a car podcast?
Yes.
Maybe. I have a friend. That's all he's a mechanic and like works at a like real mechanic shop.
Yeah.
And he just goes through old BMWs, and I think he has a Datsun right now. But he had some old BMWs just fucking souped up. It was badass. I wonder if he still has
kill
any.
for an E30 BMW. Look
He
it up,
had
listeners.
a 91 Corolla, an 85 BMW 535i, and an 83 BMW 533i. I want to find pictures of that old BMW.
Ooh, that sounds like it might be the E30. Wait, what was the first one?
535i,
What year?
1985.
Yeah, that's one. I mean, 5 Series isn't the 3 Series, so that's not what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's that one. That's the one that he had for the longest, I believe.
Yeah, it looks great.
They're fucking incredible cars.
Look at the E30.
No!
Look at the E30.
Don't
dude.
make me
It's
Google
big
more
ass.
stuff. BMW E30. This one?
Hell yeah.
That's fucking gay. The sunroof is dumb,
Wait,
but
no, that might not be it. Go back. E30 325i.
God damn it, dude. This is not good radio.
Just put 325i
I always wanted to put a
or IS if you want.
Well, I'm just. You talking about this?
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks interesting. It looks like a Volkswagen.
yeah, it looks boxy as fuck.
yeah.
It looks gay as fuck.
But then again, you can put the modern M3 engine in it.
That's pretty gnarly.
300 horsepower to the crank.
And it's so fucking light.
And no, it's heavy as fuck.
It
It's all
is?
steel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
is it that old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the 80s, but yeah.
So I was only half paying attention.
I love an old M3. I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight is play Forza.
But I mean, any M3 you're gonna get will need like whatever you paid for it in maintenance.
Yeah.
You'll get it for 10,000. Pay another 10,000 for maintenance.
Yeah. That's what happens when you buy a BMW.
The ECU is probably shot at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So we are a car podcast now.
Yeah, we're a car podcast now.
Okay, fair enough.
I drive the lowest trim 2014 Honda Civic.
That's gay.
Nice, nice. All right, we're taking callers now. First caller, you have a question?
Yeah.
No, hello. I drive the Ford F-150. Is that a good car?
No, it sucks. Okay, next caller.
I have a Fizo.
No,
A fucking
hello.
what? A Fizo. It says
A Fizo.
Fizo on the back of my truck.
I drive a 1929 Ford Model T, bitch. Old school up in this hole. Alright, well, we're at an hour if we just want to. Bada bang!
Did we just talk about cars for 30 minutes?
I say
No,
we delete
like
this.
10 minutes. We can go another 10 minutes. I can just cut the car part out.
No, the car part wasn't bad,
I don't
but
think it
there
was
was
bad.
there was parts of the podcast that were, I don't know, you might have to re-listen to it.
This episode was fine.
Yeah, I guess it's alright.
It was fine. It's about
I say we
standard.
delete all of them and never speak of this again.
All right.
Let's not tell anyone about this
I
because
think we
it's pretty
start
embarrassing.
a cigar smoking club instead.
Okay.
Ooh, I am totally down for that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. And people have to pay us dues.
Meet us at Serious Cigar. It's on 1960, just
You
past the mall.
maintain this apartment, but only as a cigar club. Take all the furniture out. Just put like
Yeah, just
No, you just put like
lounge
lounge,
furniture.
yeah, like those leather chairs and have giant cigar ashtrays.
I have like a fake fireplace put in.
yeah.
No, just have a real one put in.
Not
Just
okay.
an Amish fireplace.
Yeah.
I'll just do all hardwoods.
Put some animal heads up on the
Leather
wall.
upholstery.
Yeah. I'm down, and then we just drink, I guess, scotch at that point.
Macallan, fucking.
You put up newspaper articles of black people getting arrested. Not shot. Just
Arrested. You put up a
What type of man
newspaper
caves have you been in?
I've lived in Texas for most of my
a
life.
newspaper clipping of the cop who fucking beat Rodney King. Just like, is he innocent?
No, just a bust of his head
Yeah.
framed with candles around it. You know, just a little bit of like
With
an
the George
altar
Bush
with
right
blood
next
in
to
in a bowl.
Oh,
George Bush is up
A whip
there.
laid across the bowl.
Ulysses S. Grant or whatever fucking.
And of course, flower petals.
Yeah.
it's like a little cauldron of blood.
Yeah.
the
You know,
Everyone's. Trump's
satanic,
up there.
the satanic Southern man cave. I'm down.
I kind of want to live in a cave, dude. I think I'm going to say fuck this modern lifestyle and live in a cave, bro.
you know, he's gonna do that for like a month.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get a text. Hey bro, I'm back. Can I sleep on your couch while I find a place to live?
It was too creepy. Things crawled on me.
Dude, I'm so excited to move into a smaller apartment. I'm tired of having all of this fucking space. I want something small and condensed. I want basically...
What the fuck you. I'm stuck in my fucking apartment and I gotta stay with this tiny ass apartment.
The studio apartment that you have, that's what I want.
Well, you should have gotten one.
But I'm not gonna be going to school or anything in this area, so...
But we could have been neighbors.
Where are you going?
I don't want to commute that
We
far.
could have been best buddies.
Where are you moving?
I'm moving to Spring Branch area.
I could knock on your door and get eggs.
Get eggs. I could knock on your door and say, would you like an egg in these trying times?
Can I have a clump of flour?
Oh.
Whenever we get the next fucking hurricane that hits Houston, we can just
Yeah, I
hang out.
That's true, that's true.
I said
I
just
haven't
a
signed
hurricane.
anything yet. I could commute. I was thinking about it just because, depending on pricing.
I got
and
the
because
last studio. The ones they have left are the one bedrooms.
No, but they get 60-day notices for... Because I'm moving at a certain date in June, so
Yeah.
60 days before that is when they get those 60-day notices, and those could be for studios as well.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
You can just drop out before the...
No, not before the lease ends. But their
Before the
lease
lease
could end in
starts?
June.
Yeah.
But if their lease ends around the same time as mine, then they have to give a 60-day notice that they're going to leave.
Yeah,
So
but-
but they don't open up apartments for renting or possibility of renting until they get that 60-day notice.
Okay.
What is your place called? Campus
Yeah.
Dicks? I don't want to say
But
the
like I
other
said,
thing.
it's sold out
Geek-
for
geek-
studios, and all they
geek-
have is the one bedrooms, which are like 1,400.
How many square feet are they though?
10,000.
It's a lot. I think 500 and something.
That's not a lot. This is about 850 or 900
I
over
mean,
here.
it's like it's the same layout as this, maybe a smaller bathroom, same as mine, and kitchen similar to mine, but like, yeah, you still get an open room, like a living room and a separate bedroom.
Not bad.
That's what I'm looking. I'm getting. How many square feet is yours?
Mine's like 380 something.
Yeah. See, I'm the apartments I'm looking at are basically the same, literally the same exact layout as this apartment, just like
Yeah.
way smaller. Maybe it's like flipped around, like it facing a
you-
different direction, but
You know that one building that we passed in between yours and my place that's like it looks like two separate buildings, one stacked on top of each other?
yeah.
Yeah.
In the med center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Apartments there start at $2,000 a month.
Yeah, dude, there's some gnarly apartments here in Houston.
Yeah.
I've been looking at just apartments in general, and there's some that, like in Town and Country too, over there, they're like $2,300 a month and that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
That was like the lowest one was 2,000.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
That'd be
But-
sweet to live there, though.
It looks really cool. I'd love to live there.
There's
They're a
some
premium for sure.
near my old apartment, the Energy Corridor
Yeah.
area, that are like several $1,000s a month, and it's just, and you can't see, they're tucked away, and they have a big gate, and you can't see into them. But once you go inside the complex, there's this big pool, there's like a water fountain and a water slide.
Yeah.
It's these crazy complexes that are they look state of the art. Like each one of them has a Nest fucking thermostat.
Yeah.
They all have, high tech built-in security. They're all the Wi-Fi homes that you can connect from your control from your phone. It's this crazy shit that you can't tell from the outside. And they're like $200 or $2,000 a month. It's bananas.
I wonder how much it is to live at that one with the pool on top. The one that juts out over the building.
It's $2,600.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. It's something 600.
You should do it, dude.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Just tell your parents that you're gonna live there.
No, I'm not gonna
They
do
have to
that.
pay for it.
Yeah.
I know people that live
Tell
there.
them.
No,
Tell
I'm not gonna.
Just be like, you pay my bills.
You're
I want a
paying.
tiny ass fucking place. I don't like having a lot of space. I want something that barely holds my furniture and
Two
that's
floors.
it. Dude, I was looking at townhomes because you can get townhomes for real cheap too. You can get like apartment townhomes,
Oh yeah.
and I was looking at some of those, but the ones in the area that I'm looking at that have the townhomes are just disgusting trash.
I had a friend who like regularly went to party at a townhome in Lubbock, and like she would go over there, and they were selling ketamine, so I left.
It's great, dude. I really want a little townhome apartment because that's kind of what I want.
Townhome life right there.
Townhome life.
Just selling ketamine.
Ketamine.
Well, what I want is I want
A-holes and Mustangs.
And then the meth lab out back.
I want it separated. You know, I want like one. I like having everything in one spot, and then I want everything else in another spot. I want that separation, but all of the ones that I looked at were either just disgusting or
Get a loft apartment.
too expensive. I kind of want to.
That'd be cool.
I was thinking about it, but they're pretty expensive.
Just above everything.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive though. I should play that game, fucking Project High Rise.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun, yeah.
And on that note,